Hello, you are watching the Technology Magazine show brought to you by Technology Magazine, AI Magazine, Cyber, Mobile and Data Center magazines too, and all of us here at BizClik. My name's Neil Perry and we're here to bring you all the latest news, analysis and opinions from the world of technology every single month. As ever, joining me today is the Editor-in-Chief of Technology Magazine, Marcus Law. Hi Marcus, how are you?
Afternoon, Neil. Very well. First of all, before we get started, why don't we say to the audience, comment below, say hello, and let us know what you are up to today.
Absolutely, always very important to us. It's just us chatting to each other. We want to hear from as many of you as possible. And I know you're all out there because we had the Technology Live event not so long ago, and the number of questions I had through to the studio were brilliant, and I can pretty much guarantee most of the questions we had were better than the ones that I would ask. So that was always good to see. Anyway, so viewers, also make sure you vote in our LinkedIn poll, which this month is all about AI solutions at this year's Wimbledon, which is obviously very timely. Marcus, could you tell us what the poll is, please?
Yeah, absolutely. Nice and timely. Wimbledon obviously got underway yesterday. The poll was really around, we focused on some news recently about IBM bringing the power of generative AI commentary to this year's Wimbledon, which is all about revolutionizing the spectator experience. It leverages generative AI tech from IBM Watson and produces tennis commentary for video highlights packages during the tournament. In addition to the AI-powered commentary, IBM is also exploring other potential features for this year's tournament. Another option, which is really interesting, is the AI draw analysis, which uses AI to define how favourable the path to the final might be for every single player in the singles draw. It uses AI to define how favourable a path might be for each player, indicated with a rating and a scale. So for instance, Andy Murray, home favourite, despite not being seeded, he has a neutral draw compared to other players in the field, and his outlook for the first round match, which was due to be played this afternoon, but it's raining at the moment.
If the rain stops, yeah.
Yeah, so that's favourable, and it's quite interesting. If you look through, it's predicted the second round against Stefanos Tsitsipas, excuse me, a neutral draw, and then if he gets through, it suggests his most likely opponent, Ben Shelton, the American player, most likely a favourable draw. So really interesting and worth looking at. Anyway,
is this why, Marcus, you edit Technology Magazine, not Tennis Monthly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Player pronunciation is lacking, unfortunately, from Wimbledon this year. With all this in mind, and people much more adept at pronouncing players' names, we asked, which AI-generated feature are you most excited about for this year's Wimbledon? Is it the AI-generated commentary or the AI-generated draw analysis?
Oh, it's fascinating. It's fascinating. And I understand you are also off to Wimbledon. Is it Monday?
I am off on Monday. Yeah, going down to see how some of the AI tools are working, and also have a look later in the year at Technology Magazine for a feature on everything I've learned and some really good imagery as well. So yeah, looking forward to getting down there.
So just to clarify, it's a work trip.
It is a work trip. Yes,
a work trip.
Well, that's work trip. Yes.
Work trip. Okay. I will believe you. Thousands wouldn't. Okay, let's have a look at some of the latest news in the world of technology.
So I'll start, Neil, with the latest news from Technology Magazine, where this week we focused on the announcements by Deloitte and the World Economic Forum on the release of Quantum Readiness Toolkit, all with the intention to help protect organizations during the rapid development of quantum computing technology, which is something that we've covered before. Advancements in quantum computing have the potential for massive cybersecurity risks, whether it's increased breaches of sensitive personal data, be it health, financial, or compromised private connections, or even forged digital versions of sensitive data and identity. So the new paper, which is called Quantum Readiness Toolkit, Building a Quantum Secure Economy, outlines 5 principles businesses and organizations should follow when they're building their quantum security readiness. And these include everything from raising quantum risk awareness throughout an organization, the need to treat and prioritize quantum risk alongside existing cyber risks, and also encouraging collaboration across ecosystems and all about identifying risk.
It does feel like a really growing issue, doesn't it? Because quantum computing is it's such a, well, yes, it's up there with AI, isn't it, in terms of a talking point that seems to creep into every single technology conversation. Did you feel this was something that was needed in terms of the guidance, in terms of what there's been previously?
Yes, I mean, I think so. From my opinion and from reading and speaking to people, it's something that a lot of organisations have been thinking about. I know we spoke to IBM earlier in the year. Richard Hopkin, who was kind enough to join us on technology on the show a few months ago. One of the things we discussed with him was this need to be ahead and to work ahead of this technology, which people's data might be secure now, but in a quantum era it might not be. So clearly, there's a lot of need to work on these theories and work on getting it sorted so that data isn't at risk, because that's what it's all about.
A few hellos coming through on the chat here. We have Fact Mister. Hello to all tech fans. Hello. Smruti from India. Hello. And we've also got Dinga checking in from South Africa. Hello to all of you. Good to hear from you. Lovely to see you on the chat. Do join in if anyone else wants to say hello as we go. I want to crack into something from AI Magazine if I can. OpenAI said its first international office will be based in London, as the company's looking to drive innovation in developing artificial general intelligence. The company, which is, of course, as we all know, headquartered in San Francisco, said the new office is signifying a milestone in OpenAI's growth. The quote was showcasing our commitment to broaden the scope of operations, bring in diverse perspectives and accelerate our mission of ensuring that artificial intelligence benefits all of humanity, which is a very wide-reaching statement, I thought. They also said the new teams in London are going to be focusing on advancing OpenAI's leading-edge research and engineering capabilities whilst collaborating on their mission with local communities and policymakers. And if I could just chip in with one more from Cyber Magazine, which caught my eye. It's well worth reading this. Do make sure you, if you haven't read this yet, jump on the website and take a look at this, because we're looking in there about how India is combating cybersecurity challenges there, with research suggesting the nation. That's the article there. Well worth a look. This is written by Amber Jackson. The nation currently has demand for 40,000 cybersecurity jobs. So Amber wrote, not only is the IT sector experiencing a shortage of cybersecurity professionals, but a study by Team Lease Digital highlighted a rise in global weekly cyber attacks, which is, of course, a big concern, with Indian organisations experiencing over 2,000 weekly attacks in the first quarter of this year. In this article, do take a look. We're looking at how India is tackling that exceptionally high demand for cybersecurity workers and how its strategy will help improve coordination, intelligence sharing, and effective responses to counter ever-evolving cyber threats. So you can find more on that on the Cyber Magazine website. But I don't know about you, Marcus, but examples like this, this may be specifically focusing on India, but there's always things that we can all learn from it. Whatever industry and whichever geography you're at, you can still learn from that particular experience when you break it down and look at these kind of case studies.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's some really quite alarming figures in there. 2,000 attacks a week in the first quarter of this year. But something that I seem to read over and over again. Every time I see figures on cyber attacks, ransomware attacks, they seem to be always on the rise. So clearly there's a lot to be done, a lot of work being underway to do what we can to protect against these bad actors, but a lot of work still yet to be done. But it's a really interesting article, as you said. Yeah, highly recommend reading it. Yeah,
do take a flick through that. Okay, still to come after the break, we're going to be sharing the results of this episode's poll, which I should have thought would have been about should Marcus have taken Neil to Wimbledon on Monday. Answer yes. We'll be back in a couple of minutes.
My name's Ashley Norton. I'm the Automotive Logistics Director for McLaren. McLaren has products which I believe are second to none in terms of the automotive supercar industry. It's an exciting place to be. We have exciting vehicles, our customers are exciting to work with. So yeah, all around it's a fantastic organisation. We have a very complex supply chain, which actually serves quite a complex product line. Ensuring that we are agile across the value chain, becoming data driven and using that data through technology to make wiser, smarter decisions so that we can drive the efficiencies and the improved service to all of our customers. Our value chain is a partner ecosystem, and we can't survive without those partners. I include network being our external partners, whether they be direct suppliers of material, whether they be service providers in our logistics industry, or whether they be advisory partners in terms of helping with digitalisation and technology within the business.
I'm Phil Davies, and I'm the Head of Intelligent Industry at Capgemini in the UK. With McLaren, we're working with them on their logistic operations. If you think about the world today, it's much more volatile, supply chains are constantly disrupted. The vision is really focused on how to create a logistics operations that's going to thrive in this volatile future.
I think the next 12 to 18 months for McLaren Automotive is going to be really exciting with the leadership changes, with Michael Lightis joining us a number of months ago. There's certainly a positive energy and a change in approach in terms of the way that we are looking at products. There's also an emphasis on the operational aspect, which is really positive, really good to see. So I think there's a lot of enthusiasm and the support to actually start to transform how we operate the business, not just focus on the products, that we actually deliver to the customers. So yeah, it's really, really good to see.
Hello, welcome back. Marcus, did you get to go on that shoot at McLaren?
I wasn't on that shoot. I was thinking as the ad break was going on, we were talking about days. No, I wasn't on that one, but that was quite a one to be on. Fascinating.
If you had, with Wimbledon on Monday, I think we would have fallen out. If you do want to read more about that McLaren story and looking into the technology powering their supply chain, there's a link to it in the chat, which should just be over to the side of the screen, along with the articles we were speaking about just a moment ago. All the links are there, nice and easy, you cannot miss them. Okay, before we take a look at the results of our poll this month, let's have a preview of our upcoming cybersecurity roundtable, which is taking place in Dallas, Texas on the 2nd of August. Yeah, full details are on that QR code you would have seen there. That's coming up soon. Okay, with the ever-increasing sophistication and frequency of cyber threats, organisations must stay at the forefront, we all know this, of technological developments to protect their digital assets. So this roundtable, the video you just saw, that will provide a platform for industry experts, professionals and technology enthusiasts to explore emerging trends, such as how next-gen security information and event management systems can help you protect your business. So this exclusive cybersecurity roundtable is being hosted in Dallas, Texas, 2nd of August. For more information, take a look on our website, or as I said, use that QR link in the video. And also, one of the marketing team is absolutely on the ball. There is a link over in the chat as well. So click on that, nice and easy once again. Couldn't be easier to get hold of your ticket. Now, finally, let's conclude by taking a look at the results of the poll. Marcus, how did it go?
Right, yeah, so reminder of the poll, talk about Wimbledon and IBM's AI-generated features. So we asked, which AI feature are you most excited about at this year's Wimbledon? 63% of respondents said they were most excited by AI-generated commentary on highlights packages, and 38% the remainder said they were most excited by AI-generated draw analysis. So that's interesting. I was expecting it to be, I don't know what your thoughts are, Neil. I was expecting it to be a little closer than that. I wonder, would you listen to AI commentary or commentary that was generated by AI? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm really interested to see how that works, because the tech behind it is going to be fascinating. I'm interested to see how well it keeps up, how creative it is, because commentary in any kind of sport, whatever your particular sporting poison, it's part of it. Part of it is the creativity, the improvisation, the human creativity of it. Can AI replicate that, or is it going to be very play by play, almost like you're watching a computer game? You know, the same things come up. So I'm going to be really fascinated to see where the technology is, how good it really is, how close it is to the real thing, if you like. It's going to be fascinating. And if this is the early days of it, which it is, where's it going to be this time next year? Where's it going to be the next time, you know, Britain has a Wimbledon winner?
Absolutely.
That could be a long time in the future.
We're not that long away.
We're not. Anyway, and have a great time on Monday. I'm sure you'll tell us all about it and send the team lots of pictures, and we will not be jealous in the slightest, which is live. Marcus, thanks again as ever.
Thank you.
Thank you very much indeed. That's all the time we have for this episode. All the links to everything we've discussed today are in the chat, which are over there. We hope you've enjoyed the show, and make sure you join us next month.